Hi, good morning. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Bugs, can you hear me okay back there? All right. Hi, good morning everybody. My name's Hank Salemi. I'm the park president here at Six Flags Great America. And Six Flags Great America is soon to be the wooden roller coaster capital of the world. I'm proud to say that on this site, Goliath, a world record breaking behemoth of a ride, will be built. When it opens in 2014, it'll set an unprecedented 3 world records. It will have the tallest drop at 180 feet, the steepest drop at 85 degrees, and the fastest ride at 72 miles per hour of any roller coaster, wooden roller coaster on the planet. It will also have 2 inversions, which means it'll go upside down, and 2 overbanked turns. Finally, when Goliath is finished, Six Flags Great America will have more wooden roller coaster track than any other theme park in the world, making us the unquestioned roller coaster king. I want to point out that we're still waiting for final approval from the Village of Gurnee Board for the zoning variance on this ride. We are proud to be making another multi-million-dollar investment in the village, in Lake County, in the state of Illinois. As one of the largest employers in the state and the largest teen and minimum wage employer in the state, we have constantly provided new thrill rides that have provided an engine of growth for our community. We are so happy Goliath will be the latest link in that chain. To give you some perspective of the height of this ride, this balloon we are releasing now will tower up in the air where the lift hill will be.
That's already well, the wind's getting
I counted this line an inch at a time.
Scientifically.
Of course, the hardest part about the job is 165 feet apart.
Just to put it in perspective, you'll see this balloon towering 165 foot in the air, and will also fall into a 15-foot trench, into a tunnel that you'll see as we start posting the animation online and some of the other things to provide the 180-foot drop. As part of our wooden coaster celebration, you still have until Monday to ride Viper backwards, and some more exciting news, the American Eagle will run backwards starting this weekend through the final weekend of Fright Fest. We're also going to be having our biggest Fright Fest ever here at the park, with 2 new haunted attractions in Hurricane Harbor and more characters on the streets than ever before. Fright Fest will be weekend starting September 28th to October 22nd. Excuse me, October 27th. Okay. Season passes for 2014 went on sale today at sixflags.com. With our affordable membership program, passes are only $6.25 per month when you buy in a family 4-pack. The 4-part pack also includes a free upgrade to a gold pass, which includes free parking for all 4 passes when you buy and process before October 27th. Now it's time to get started building a giant of a ride. I would like to introduce a few folks who will help me get us going. Gary Pullman, our Director of Maintenance, he's going to be responsible for building Goliath. Where's Gary? Come on up front, Gary, wherever you may be. Did we lose Gary?
No, behind the here.
Oh, I see here.
Yeah.
Another special guest we have with us today is Dylan, who's an intern in promotions this year. If you have followed any of our social media teasers, you know Dylan actually is David. And David starred in and produced those really cool videos for our park fans, and wanted him to be part of this ceremony, if you know Dylan from online. Thanks, Dylan. And lastly, certainly not least, the most famous rabbit in the world, our good friend Bugs Bunny. So here we go.
So it doesn't get caught in a tree.
Bugs, ready? Thanks, guys, and welcome. Thanks for coming today. I'll be happy to take a few questions if anybody has anything before we end the ceremony today. Anybody have any questions? Wonderful. Well, after the event, oh, we do have one. I'm sorry? The track will be 3,100 feet. 3,100 feet. I'm going to make sure that I had that correct. 3,100 feet track.
How long will the ride last?
The ride course will be not exactly sure yet. About 90 seconds.
And why'd you decide to build a wood roller coaster?
Decided to build a wood roller coaster because we built the best roller coaster. We thought as we looked around, and as you can see, this is the area where Iron Wolf used to stand here at the park. And we needed to reuse this land. We are very landlocked at Six Flags Great America. There's not a lot of usable space. And when a major ride comes in, we generally have to take something else out. And as we moved this ride, a tremendous ride, to another one of our sister parks a couple of years ago, we really wanted to put a very high experience, high thrill ride in this area. So when we looked around at our options and opportunities, this by far was the best opportunity that we had that could fit into this space and really do what we wanted it to do for us and provide a tremendous experience for our guests. Yes? Yes, we will be reusing the station with a good bit of modification. The queue line in the station with modification will be reused.
What's the difference between a wooden coaster and the other?
A wooden roller coaster is truly just the track. A wooden coaster is made purely out of wood, and a steel coaster made out of steel. This coaster will have polyurethane wheels. It'll be a very smooth experience in terms of a wooden roller coaster experience. But generally, it's just a different experience. It's a different as you get on the ride, the feel of the ride, the air time in the ride, the other things associated with the ride are different between those two rides. And you know, roller coaster enthusiasts can probably give you a better explanation of some love steel coasters, some love wooden coasters, and most love both. But we truly are the wooden roller coaster capital of the world when this ride is built in 2014.
And so when you're comparing roller coasters, you don't compare wooden.
I think you can compare wooden and steel coasters, and I think that the unique experience of both allows you to give your perspective. I know when a lot of coaster enthusiasts give their favorite coasters, they'll completely separate the list. They'll tell you what their favorite steel coasters are and their favorite wooden coasters are. And I think if you were to merge those two lists, some would tell you that a wooden coaster is their favorite, and some would tell you that a steel coaster is their favorite. Do you guys agree with that? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi.
Personally speaking, how is this announcement differ than 2 years ago with X-Flight?
How does it differ? I don't know. It differs a lot. I will tell you, we have gotten a tremendous amount of excitement and attention, both from our guests, but as well as as the media on this ride. We've gotten a lot of response, a lot of people very, very excited about the ride. That was the case with X-Flight as well. But you know, we have never put a coaster in this park ever that set 3 world records. It's amazing, amazing, and it's unprecedented. So I think just in itself, just to have those elements of this ride, the marketing power of this ride has made it different than any other coaster we've ever put in, not just X-Flight. Yes?
Still about the restraints?
Restraints are not over-the-shoulder restraints. They are only lap restraints on this ride. And they're built by Rocky Mountain Coasters, who's the manufacturer of the ride. They're building the trains as well as the restraints. Yeah, they're a tremendous, tremendous manufacturer. Yes?
Will one train be loading while the other is going on the track?
That's right. That's right. One train will be loading while the other's on the track. It will have 2 trains. They're expecting this to be a very high capacity ride. Yes?
When do you expect it to open exactly, depending on what?
We don't have an exact date. We're always, you know, we live in Chicago, and the weather can be unpredictable. But our construction season, as soon as we get final approval from the village board, as you can see, we've already started some of the demo process here and clearing out some of the land. And we will start construction as soon as we have that approval from the village board. And a lot of the design work and those kind of things are already being done on the ride. And it's just a matter of the construction season. So we don't release specific dates this far away, but as we get closer to that time and we see how construction's coming, and hopefully it won't snow on us and freeze the ground really quick, we'll have a better perspective on when the ride can open. But it'll be in the spring of next year. Yes?
Why the name Goliath? How does it fit into the theme of this area of the park?
It doesn't necessarily fit into the theme of the area, but it fits in the theme of this ride. Having a ride this big, this powerful, this fast, this, to have the tallest drop of any roller coaster in the world, the Goliath name really fit. And as we brainstormed through a bunch of names and a bunch of different things, we felt it was the most appropriate for this ride. Anything else? Yes?
Where do you think that the tunnel's going to go after the first drop?
The first drop, we are basically standing on the first drop right here. Gary can give you
No. This is the lift.
Yes.
The first drop in the tunnel, the crater will be right about where Campanella's vehicle sits.
Where the white truck is over there, basically. Yes. Oh, by the way, a couple of people have asked me this. Just the ride itself, though, again, going in this area won't affect the railroad ride at all. It's not going to affect Camp Cartoon, the kids area, in any way. All of those rides and attractions will stay intact. It will extend a little bit further than Iron Wolf did. It will extend next to Wilderness Theater and actually on into the top of the Picnic Grove, which is just on the other side of those buildings and sheds that you see right over there.
Those trees that they're climbing around in right now.
Yep. See the trees that they're climbing in now, it'll extend past those trees.
So the 180 degree zero G roll, what happens when you go like this?
And then come back the same way. Exactly right.
Okay.
Very cool effect.
What about, didn't that wooden coaster in St. Louis have some loops and or corkscrews?
There have been inversions. There have been inversions in other wooden roller coasters before.
Why did you decide against something like that?
Yeah, this was all about experience and really looking at the engineering of this ride, and our corporate engineers looking at it from an R&D perspective, and Rocky Mountain Coasters looking at it, and we felt like these elements of this ride, the speed, the inversions, the overbank turns, everything involved was really going to create the best experience on the ride. Yes? Any plans to use? We do use it now. We use it for some special events. We use it for some activities, cheerleading events, and that sort of thing. So it is still in use and still will be in use after this ride is built. Yes. All right, I think that's it. I'm available for one-on-one interviews. That's Katie Enrique, our communications manager, and Brandon Bruce, communications specialist here. They will also be available. Gary Pullman, you met Gary. If you have any technical questions about the ride, he can also be available for interviews, and we'll be happy to take any of those questions afterwards. Thanks again for coming. Please come back this spring and enjoy what's going to be one of the most incredible roller coasters in the world. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it.